the most important thing that can make or break a baby shower and make a baby shower into something that's going to be memorable for years to come, as opposed to just an ordinary baby shower, are the games that are played. Now, there are lots of games out there, and here are two really easy ones in case this is your first time throwing a baby shower. Here are two great ones that can be used. The first one's called the Baby Mama game, and the second one's the Who's Your Daddy game. And this is going to be the photo version, because even of that game, there are many versions. So we're going to teach you how to plan and organize and play the Who's Your Daddy photo version of that game. So for the Baby Mama game, now the objectives of that game are one, you can learn really fun and interesting facts about the mother-to-be, in case you don't already know, because not everybody there is going to know everything about her, and so everyone's going to learn something new about the mother-to-be. But not only that, it's going to also help all party guests bond with one another. They're going to find out things not only about the mother, but also, if the game is prepared correctly, they're going to find out things about one another. So the first thing to do to prepare the game is to interview the mom-to-be. So you're going to want to collect interesting facts from the mother. Now, you can either set up this interview, it's totally casual. You can either do it over lunch or having coffee somewhere in a coffee shop, or you can even, if you had to, do it over the phone. Even through, if you had to, through messaging, through emails, but it would probably be easier over the phone or just in person. But this is totally casual. So you just start collecting interesting facts, and you might beforehand have some questions in mind that you might want to ask, or just let the conversation go where it goes, and you'll probably find out about things that you didn't even plan on questioning and adding as one of your questions. So once you've collected all these facts from the mother-to-be, you're going to want to turn all of this information into questions and answers that you're going to want to put on an answer key. And so first, you're going to want to have the question listed and number them. And you're going to want about 20 of these, but it doesn't have to be 20. And then over next to the question, you're going to want to put the answer somewhere to the question. And also, and I highly recommend this is optional, but I highly recommend that you include the name of the guest that was invited to the party who is associated to this question. They would probably have a really good story to tell and something to add, and it can make that guest really feel more involved in the party if they elaborate on the story and tell their story. It'll just make everyone at the party bond, and I really do highly recommend trying to get all party guests involved in the storytelling. And that's what makes this game a lot of fun. So this answer key, it should only be given to your MC, which is your master of ceremonies, and so only let them see it. And you don't have to pick someone ahead of time. It can just be someone that is a complete ham that would love to do it. They don't have to be trained or anything. They can just be a big ham is the best thing. And it doesn't have to be you. If you're not interested in being the MC, you don't have to do it. You can find somebody that'll volunteer. I'm sure there's got to be somebody at the party that wants to read off the questions and answers. So once you've created your answer key, you might also want to, in advance, create blank answer sheets. You can do this on a computer, or you can handwrite them. If you're going to handwrite them, I would just hand your guests blank sheets of paper, let them write their name at the top, let them number it. That way you don't have to do all the work. But if you want to, on a computer, print off blank answer sheets and have that ready for them, you can do that. If you want to save paper, I'm sure you could fit all these items on half a sheet of paper. If you're environmentally conscious and you want to save paper, you probably only need a half a sheet of paper. So when you want to play the game itself, hand out the blank answer sheets to all the guests that are going to be playing the game. Not everybody has to participate, whoever wants to participate. And if you haven't already, find somebody who wants to be your MC to read out the questions. So have them read the questions and repeat the questions if people need it. So give people plenty of time to answer the questions. Then afterwards, you want to grade the answer sheets. Now, if a question seems too difficult, you can give hints, and you can have these hints written into the answer key ahead of time if a question seems too difficult. Maybe turn the question into a multiple choice or something like that, or even a true-false if a question just seems too difficult. Remember, it's always easier to make a question easier later. So I would start with the more difficult question and then give them multiple choice options later. Because once a question is too easy, people have got the answer, and then everybody's going to get a 20 out of 20. So, and then it'd be hard to find the winner. So I suggest making the question a little more difficult at first, and then giving them hints or giving them multiple choice options. So after you're done reading the questions, everybody's done filling in their answers, they don't have any more that need to be repeated, you're going to want to grade the answer sheets. And this is the time where you want the MC to take their time when people are reading off the answers. I would also recommend choosing really fun facts, really funny things and funny stories, as long as the mother-to-be is totally comfortable with that. Go ahead, funny stories are great and are definitely icebreakers. So, but this is the time when reading the answers that you're going to want to have the guests be involved in telling their sides of the story. So then you're going to want to determine the winner. And so you want to grade the sheets. You can either have people use the honor system, let them grade their own sheet, or if this is really competitive and you've got a bunch of competitive people at your party, you're going to want to have them swap sheets and have somebody else grade it. So make sure if you do that they wrote their name on the top. So so that way you can determine the winner. And in case you haven't figured it out already, you're probably going to need quite a few pens or pencils. This is another way to go along with your theme. So if you want, you can have pens or pencils that, you know, if you've got a few dollars to spend, you can go get pens or pencils made that say Mom's baby shower and today's date, something really cute. Pens or pencils that people can take home with them and remember this date from. So, but you will either way need to have enough writing utensils for everyone playing the game. So obviously the winner of your game is going to be the person that has the most answers right. So moving on to our second game, which is the Who's Your Daddy game. Now don't worry, don't panic. This isn't a game that questions the paternity of the father of the child, so don't worry. It's actually a game that involves famous daddies, and what you do is collect photos of their children, and you put these photos on index cards, and then you show these photos to your guests and see if they can figure out who the famous daddy is of that child. So you can find these photos either on the internet and print them off, or you can look through magazines. If you're not computer savvy, no, don't worry. You can look through magazines and cut out the photos of the children of famous daddies. For example, over here to the right, we have a photo of Suri Cruise. This is Tom Cruise's daughter, also the daughter of Katie Holmes. Really cute photo. Check out those high heels. She looks like she might break her neck. But anyway, just an example. And you can see that we have this photo numbered. This is numbered 1. You can have up to 20 photos, but anywhere from 15 to 20 photos works great. And once again, you cut them out, you attach them to index cards, and also have a corresponding answer key. This is the answer key that you're going to give to the MC, and don't let anybody else see it. And your MC, of course, does not have to be the same person who ran your other game. You can pick a different MC, not a big deal. It's a really easy game. Just make sure that your index cards have the same number as the daddy listed on your answer key, so that the numbers correspond correctly. You don't want them out of order. That's the most important thing, so that the correct photo lines up with the correct daddy. And you can also, in this game, create your blank answer sheets for your guests. Once again, you don't have to do this on a computer. You can do it on a computer, or you could just give out blank sheets of paper to your guests and have them number them 1 to 15 or 1 to 20. Let them do the work. Not a big deal. They just have to fill in the names of the daddies on numbered list. One way to make this game easier is to provide a list of daddies for them to choose from on their blank answer sheet, because this game might seem very difficult to people, especially if the babies are newborns. It would be very difficult to tell who the baby of, or who the daddy is of that baby. So you might want to provide a list on the answer sheet, a list of daddies from which they can choose, so it's more of a matching game as opposed to a fill-in-the-blank game. So once you're ready to play the game, hand out your answer sheets. Once again, it can be a blank sheet of paper. Hand out your pens and pencils to anybody that wants to play. And then have your MC display each index card in chronological order. Just make sure they hand them out in order. Otherwise, things are going to get all mixed up. But not too difficult. Should be a lot of fun. So once all of the questions have been answered, and if anything needs to be displayed a second time, your MC does that in case people need to see the photos a second time. Once everybody's got their answer sheets filled in, go about grading the answer sheets, same way you did as in the Baby Mama game. And you can either, once again, have people use the honor system, grade it themselves, or swap papers. So the winner of the game is the person that has the most correct answers. And now it's time to give out the prizes to the games. Now the prizes to the games don't need to be extravagant, they don't need to be big, because everyone knows the real reason for the baby shower is to celebrate the upcoming arrival of the new baby and to help out the parents-to-be. So nobody's expecting anything big or extravagant. Small, cute game prizes work great. If you can find something that's theme-related, that is usually a great idea if the baby shower has a theme. If not, try a funny gift. Funny game prizes always work really well. People really enjoy that. If not, try a box of candy or maybe a basket of fruit. And if dietary needs are a concern, why not a gift card? A gift card of $5, $10 to either a restaurant or a coffee shop is always appreciated. And that way, the winner of the prize can get what they want. So this takes care of both our games, both the Baby Mama game and the Who's Your Daddy game. If you want more games, and if you're planning more baby showers in the future, then definitely click that link below to get more ideas.